Hello, this is Chris Presents. We're going to do another walk-in video in downtown Chicago. I'm starting from Streeterville or on Huron Street. It's about 3:45 p.m. on Thursday, May 5th, 2022. And it's raining, so I got my umbrella as well. So you may see the umbrella in the video, or you may not. And this is a very good camera, so it's waterproof, so I don't have to worry about getting any water in the picture. So we're on Pearson Street, right in front of the Allerton Hotel. I want to show you the hotel. That's the Allerton Hotel. So it's also Cinco de Mayo, so it's like a Mexican celebration. So you may see a lot of Mexican Americans with the flag of Mexico parading downtown, either on foot or in cars. Or you may not. I don't know if the rain may keep them away, but it's like a celebration for them. It's not. A lot of people in America think Cinco de Mayo is Mexico's Independence Day, and it's not. Basically what it is in 1861, I believe, the Mexicans in Mexico prevented an invasion by Napoleon, I think, the French. So it's not Independence Day, it's just celebrating that they were able to evade, defend an attack from Napoleon, 1861. So we're on Huron Street, and we're going to turn left now and go south on Michigan Avenue. And you're going to see a lot of police presence, especially on Michigan Avenue, on State Street or Lakeshore Drive, because of what I mentioned earlier about the Cinco de Mayo celebrations. So if we're lucky, we'll get to see the celebrations. Sometimes they do it in a caravan. Sometimes they're on foot. Who knows? We'll see. So you may or may not see those celebrations in the video. But we're going to do a walk-in video in the rain in downtown Chicago. I got an umbrella. It's not raining hard. It's just raining. And it's actually cold. It's about 50 degrees. It's about 50 degrees Fahrenheit, but it feels colder than that for some reason. But I'm well prepared. I got my jackets, and now we're on Erie Street. We're crossing Erie Street. We're still on Michigan Avenue. Of course, we're on the sidewalk. And then keep in mind, I'm using both hands. I'm carrying the umbrella on my left hand, and I'm carrying the video camera on the right hand with a stabilizer. So if I get tired, I may switch hands. So you may see the camera a little bit moving when I do that. So just be ready, be prepared for that. Nothing wrong with the big camera. I switch hands. I'm gonna show you some of these flowers. Look at this. Look at these flowers. It's believe it or not, it's springtime in Chicago. It's May. It's raining. It's cold, but I love it. I mean, it's a beautiful day. I mean, for camera purposes, we get to get good footage. Look at it. Look at this. I'm going to show you more tulips they have on planted on Michigan Avenue, probably further down, and they're like in the middle of the street. So right now I'm approaching Ontario Street. This is Ontario and Michigan. We're waiting for the green light. This is Ontario Street right here. Just waiting for the green light. Okay, we got the green light. So we're crossing on Ontario Street, and we stayed on Michigan Avenue. So I'm just gonna stay on the sidewalk. You get to see The people walking, and also you get to see the cars on the left. Lots of traffic. And Michigan Avenue is always busy with people and cars, regardless what day it is, what time it is. It's always people walking, cars going by, buses. This is a CTA bus here, number 151. Next intersection is Ohio Street. Ohio and Michigan. And what I like about Chicago, also, look at this. It has a tracking. It tells you how long the buses will be here. It has a GPS system that you don't even need a smartphone. You just look on the stop shelter and it will tell you electronically. It will display for you the times. Alright, now we're on Ohio Street and Michigan. Ohio Street and Michigan. I'll show you a little bit this way. Show you the hotels here. This is still in Streeterville. We have a lot of hotels here. I'm going to show you Ohio Street on both sides. After we got the green light, so I guess if we're going this way. So we're walking on North Michigan Avenue, but we're walking south on North Michigan Avenue. If that makes sense to you. And we are right in front of the Marriott Hotel now. About 500 North Michigan Avenue. I'll tell you the exact address in a second once I point out the window there. This is the Michigan Avenue entrance. So it's 540 North Michigan Avenue. And then across the street you got some hotels there I want to show you. Especially the Intercontinental, the one with the flags there. Look how beautiful this hotel is. This structure, look at that. And then we have also the Chicago Tribune Tower right next to the Intercontinental. I'll show you in just a second. And then right over there, right after the Continental Hotel, the one with the gold canopy right over there. I don't know if you can see it in the video. That's the Michael Jordan's Steakhouse. Very well known steakhouse owned by Michael Jordan. Right over there. And I'm going to show you now the Tribune Tower. So here it is. Neo-Gothic style. Built in 1925. There it is. Interestingly enough, the Chicago Tribune, the newspaper and the company moved out of that building. They moved to a new location. But they kept the building, they still call it the Chicago Tribune Tower. But what they did, they gutted the interior of the building completely, I believe. They renovated it and they converted it into condos, apartments and residences. And I could be wrong with this, but they may also have offices. So it looks real nice on the inside, but they kept the exterior. They kind of renovated the exterior, but they kept it in the original form. This is the landmark. And then right over there, right across, the one with the blue windows there, that's going to be the new, and I'm not making this up, it's going to be the new ice cream museum. That's what it is going to cover, the ice cream museum. Well, it will be a museum for ice cream. So once they open officially, I'll go there inside and do a video for you. Here it is, right over there, the one with the blue, light blue colors. All right, so, and now we're approaching 401 North Michigan Avenue. Right across the street there is 401 North Michigan Avenue. That's where Fidelity Investments is, the building. You can see there's renovation everywhere. downtown. That's why you see all this canopies and structures. So it will be safe for the people walking underneath from any falling debris. So this is the 401 North Michigan Avenue building, the one right over there. The Dollar Investments is in there. And then I want to show you the NBC Tower, television tower, the Chicago local affiliated station of NBC. That's the entire tower there. Beautiful, beautiful structure. And then over here you have the Plaza of the Americas. They kind of celebrate the entire American continent. And then Illuminati's Pizzeria. Walk this way. Again, it's raining, but it's a beautiful day. A little bit cold. Well, this is Chicago. I'm giving you some beautiful footage with my waterproof camera. I got an umbrella, so I'm all safe, all covered. It's not windy. That's the good thing. And it's Thursday, May 5th, 2022, and the time is about 4 p.m. and we're out right in front of the Wrigley Building. I want to show you this beautiful, beautiful structure here. There is a clock on the top, but you can't really see it from here, from this point of view. And I'm going to show you now how beautiful the skyline and the Chicago River is from here, from this bridge here. A lot of pictures, a lot of people like to come here and take pictures, especially wedding pictures. So this is the Chicago River, and this is the beautiful skyline. Look at this. Actually, you actually have boats coming in the rain. You see that? Look covered. There's the boat right here, waiting for the people for a ride. There's more boats over there. And then this is the Trump Tower, all the way up in the sky. You can't really see the whole building because it's cloudy. It's more than 100 stories tall. The second tallest building in Chicago, and one of the tallest buildings in America. All right, we're gonna go back this way. And this is the Michigan Avenue Bridge. The Michigan Avenue Bridge. I'm going to show you some of this outdoor art here, sculpture. There is a writing at the bottom, but I don't think we're able to see it. It's kind of illegible, but it was created by J.E. Fraser. And this is the writing, but unfortunately you cannot see what it says. Unfortunately, but this is the statue. Beautiful, beautiful structure, and then you can hear somebody blowing the horn behind me. Probably got stuck. And this is Michigan Avenue Bridge. That's what it's called. And this is the river. Again, the Chicago River. Beautiful, beautiful skyline. Look at that. Look how beautiful this picture is. And again, it's like I mentioned in the beginning, this is Cinco de Mayo. So you may see some Mexicans with their flags celebrating Cinco de Mayo Day. So if we run into them, I'll film them for sure. It's always real nice, exciting. Very noisy, but very, very beautifully done. So far I don't see anybody, so probably the rain kind of changed plans. So this is Michigan Avenue Bridge. This is Michigan Avenue. Beautiful, beautiful picture. And next we're approaching Walker Drive. This is Walker Drive. Walker Drive and Michigan Avenue. Actually, let's go this way. Again, I'm going to show you the Trump Tower, one of my favorite buildings. Look at that. Oh, now you can see the entire building from this side. Look at that. More than 100 stories tall. The second tallest building in Chicago, I think, after the Sears Tower or Willis Tower. Beautiful, beautiful architecture, modern architecture. Now what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to go right on the island here and walk in the middle of the street so I can give you some good good footage. It's completely safe. I have I don't know why they made this, but I'm walking on it and it's very, very safe, so you can get a good picture of the skyline. But I'm going to show you the Twin Towers. Look at that, the Marina Towers. Marina Twin Towers right over there. Probably 60 to 70 stories tall. Beautiful, beautiful structure. And then look at this beautiful picture that I'm taking for you. This is Walker Drive. I'm literally walking in the middle of the street, but I'm on this island here, so it's completely safe. Nobody's going to be on this island. They probably use it to separate the cars from each side, but it's completely safe. I'm walking, and at some point I'm going to cross and go on the other side, probably when I reach the light there. So this is Walker Drive. To the people watching from Mexico, or any Mexican Americans watching this video, Happy Cinco de Mayo. Not Cinco, yeah, Happy Cinco de Mayo. April, May. Alright, I'm going to cross now and go on the other side. Nobody's coming. Crossing the street. So the next intersection is Wabash. So we're going to stay on Wabash and show you the view from there. The beautiful, beautiful street where all the trains come. The train platforms are over there, the elevator train, so we'll be able to see the trains going by because it's rush hour. So this is Wabash Avenue actually. You see there's a train coming all the way, I don't know if you can see it in the video. But the more we walk on Wabash Avenue going south, the more trains we'll see in here. So this is beautiful, beautiful Chicago sound. There's another train going the other direction. One more train there. There's a beautiful clock over there. This is Wabash and Walker Place. As you can see, the time now is exactly 4 p.m. on Thursday, May 5th, 2022. And we're walking in downtown Chicago. We're doing a walking video. We started from Streeterville on Huron Street. Now we're on Wabash Avenue. We started from Huron Street, went to Michigan Avenue, and then Walker Drive, and now on Wabash Avenue. And then you can see the platform there, the elevated tracks on top there, on top of the street. Look how strong they are, how heavy they are. And this was built, believe it or not, more than 100 years ago, maybe 150 years ago. Oh, now I hear a train coming. So I'm going to stop talking so you can hear it and see it. I'm sure there'll be more trains coming soon. So this is Lake Street, Lake and Wabash Avenue. and then we're gonna go south on Wabash Avenue. We got the green light. So we're crossing Lake Street, and we continue going south on Wabash Avenue. So anytime I do these walking videos, they usually last about an hour or so. We may run into a lot of things that we're not planning the video. Sometimes we may run into beautiful music by street musicians. We capture them on video. And then if I do capture them on this long video, if there's no copyright issues with the music, then I create a separate video just to show them, to highlight them in a separate video. But today, because it's Cinco de Mayo, like I said, you may see some celebrations of this Mexican holiday, either by car or foot. And so far we haven't seen any of that, probably because of the rain, but you never know. The day's still young. So there may be more trains coming. Yeah, this is Randolph Street. Randolph and Wabash Avenue. This is Randolph Street. Just waiting for the light. This is Randolph Street. This is the Chicago Cultural Center over there, all the way in the back. So we're in downtown Chicago filming a walking video in the rain on Cinco de Mayo. I hear a train coming, so you'll be able to see it in the video. There it is. This is the elevated train, or L for short. You can see it's called elevated because it's elevated, and it's also going in circles in the loop. Beautiful, beautiful downtown Chicago. It's a little bit cold. 50 degrees Fahrenheit, but it feels a little bit cooler for some reason, even with all the layers on. And it's raining. I'm not complaining, I'm just giving you a weather report. At some point we're going to make a right and go to State Street. Yeah, let's do it over here. This is Washington Street. Washington Street and Wabash Avenue, so we'll make a right. We got the green light. Hopefully it will stay there. Yeah, it will, because we have more than 20 seconds to cross. I like Chicago traffic lights, very user-friendly for pedestrians. You see, it tells you how many seconds you have to cross. So we made it. This is the Marshall Building Company building. This used to be a department store here in Marshall Fields. It was bought by Macy's. But the building is still called Marshall Fields. And we're on Washington Street. There's a bus shelter over there. Beautiful, beautiful big shelter waiting for the people getting on the bus. So I'm carrying my umbrella. That's why every now and then you see on top of the camera, of the screen, part of my umbrella, because I'm kind of using both hands. And so this is the bus shelter. CTA bus 151, clean air hybrid bus. Very environmentally friendly bus. And now we're approaching State Street. State in Washington. But we're going to go straight. We're going to keep going straight on Washington Street. So this is State in Washington. Alright, we got the green light, so we're going to cross. And I'm going to turn the camera to the right while I'm crossing so you can see the State Street in the Chicago Theater. You see it? Oh no, yeah, it's all the way in the back. It's kind of a little bit far, but you can still see that's the Chicago Theater, the marquee. The theater that was built about 100 years ago. And then I'm going to show you another beautiful mural of Muddy Waters, the late Muddy Waters, blues musician, that lived in Chicago for more than 20 years. The late Muddy Waters. And that mural was created by Cobra, an artist from Brazil. You can see the name right at the bottom there. And it's about 10 stories tall. So let's walk this way on Washington Street. Next intersection is Washington and Dearborn. And I'm going to show you another of my favorite buildings here. I do not know the name of the building, but it's like a mirage. You can see, I'll show you in a minute what I'm talking about. If you see other videos, you probably already know what I'm talking about. Let's get a little bit closer. It's the CBS building, the CBS television station. Look at it. I want to show you the building. What's interesting and weird about this picture, you see the two buildings over there? It's just a reflection of the buildings right across the street. These are the actual buildings. So the two buildings that you see there are not there. This is a mirage. It's just a reflection. It's like a permanent reflection of the buildings, whether it's sunny or not, or raining or not. It's always showing like that. And this is the rest of the building that it's like a glass building. But look at that. Look how beautiful this picture is. You see three buildings there, and there's only one there. The one in the back. The ones in the front are not there. Why? Because they are on this side. See, here they are. That's all. I always like to show that when I come from here. So this is Dearborn on Washington Street. There's nobody coming on the bike lane, so I'm going to stay on the bike lane so you can get a better panoramic picture. Number 60 bus to Blue Island. Number 157 to Streeterville, my neighborhood. Number 56 to Washington, Milwaukee Street. And this is the Daily Plaza. Look at that. Look how beautiful and then right in the front you see a Picasso sculpture. It was donated by Picasso, the famous artist from Spain, probably in the late 60s or 70s. You see the sculpture right over there. And then right over there, that's the Cook County building. And then the rest of it, half of it is the Cook County building, the rest of it is City of Chicago building, the governmental building. So this is Daily Plaza. Beautiful, beautiful structure. There's the Chicago flag, the American flag, and there's the flag of Israel in the middle. So I'm just guessing it may be Israel's Independence Day today, or this week. So we're gonna cross the street. That's why they got the flag of Israel right over there. Chicago is a very cosmopolitan city. We have people here living from all over the world. So anytime there is Independence Day of any specific country, they raise the flag to celebrate it. All right, so let's go this way. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just click subscribe underneath this video. If you're watching this video from a different social media platform, just go to youtube.com/KrzEntz, KRZENTZ, and subscribe over there. And also, please try not to skip the ads before, during, and after the video. That helps promote the channel. And speaking of the channel, we are approaching 7,000 subscribers. I think the last time I checked, we had 6,880 subscribers in from 220 countries all over the world. The KrzEntz Presents YouTube channel has over 2 million views, and then it's divided into 12 sections. You can go to the playlist section of the channel to see the sections, because I do film all over the world. I'm based in Chicago. Most of the videos are the Chicago playlist section, like this one is going to be in the playlist section. So I have over 2,100 videos, 2,100 videos. 1,000 of them were filmed in Chicago. 800 of them on the island of Cyprus in the Mediterranean Sea. That's my country of origin. And the other 200 plus, they were filmed in Europe and the Middle East. So I have plenty of material for you to watch in this channel. So just go to the playlist section. You can see the categories by playlist, and then you can watch the videos there, all the videos there. I usually go to Cyprus every year in October, and for the last 2 years I did not go because of COVID. This year I'm not sure. I'm going to decide in September or August if I'm going to go or not. So usually what I do, I go there and visit Cyprus in October and film about 300 to 500 videos. And last time I was there was 2019, and I think I may have hit the 500 video mark, because I already posted about 300 videos, and I still have a lot of videos left. So I'm going to be posting. I usually post one Cyprus video every weekend. All right, we're in the corner of Lasalle and Washington now. You can actually see the temperature is 45 degrees Fahrenheit. It's 4:16 p.m. on Thursday, May 5th, 2022. And we're going to cross the street and go on Lasalle Street. I'm going to show you the financial district of Chicago. This is like the Wall Street of Chicago. It's called Lasalle Street. Just waiting for the green light. All right, we got the green light. So this is LaSalle Street. This is where we're gonna go. This is where all the banks are. So we're on LaSalle Street, walking walking south in the financial district of Chicago. So I'm going to show you some of the beautiful buildings here. Look at that. Look how beautiful this architecture is. So these are all banks. If I see the signs, I'll read them to you. They've been here for a long time. Some of them from the 20s, some of them from the 1800s. Some of them from the Al Capone years, 20s, 30s. I like to call them Al Capone years because people, when you see Al Capone, they know exactly what era you're talking about. The era of the Prohibition and the Chicago outfit, Al Capone. All right, we got the green light. Hopefully we'll make it over there. And there's another temperature reader here. I'll show you to you in just a second. This is Madison Street and Lasalle Street. And if you notice, here is warmer than a block away. I guess the way Chicago is, it makes a difference where you're standing for the temperature. That's why it feels cooler sometimes. So over here the temperature, as you can see, is 51 degrees Fahrenheit. When the previous reader we passed, it was 45. Now it's 41. There's like 6-degree difference. Some of the buildings over here. So we're just waiting for the green light. This is Madison Street. Actually, yeah, we gotta walk on Lasalle Street. This is Madison Street. All right, we got the green light. So we're gonna keep walking on Lasalle Street and in the financial district, the central financial district. Business district, financial district, whatever you want to call it. This is where all the banks are, and also this is where the Board of Trade is, all the way over there in the back. Beautiful tall structure over there. At the end of the street, that's the Chicago Board of Trade. So they got some exchanges in there. So we're just walking on Lasalle Street, walking south. Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't run into any Cinco de Mayo celebrations so far, unless they were planned for later. According to the official City of Chicago report, nothing is official scheduled, but the social media is telling everybody to meet somewhere and celebrate, but I don't know where. Maybe they're not downtown. Maybe they are in the Mexican communities, such as Pearson and in other areas. All right, now we're in the corner of Monroe and LaSalle Street. Monroe and LaSalle Street. And you can see some of the banks here. That's the Harris Bank right over there. That's the CIBC Bank over there. So there's banks everywhere. Anything you see on the right and left side of the street, they're all banks. BMO, Harris. I'm going to show how tall they are, the buildings. Look at that. Look at that. Real beautiful area. All right. Harris Bank building. So we're on 120 South LaSalle Street. That's the address of this bank right here. And so we're gonna go all the way down, show you more of these banks here. So now we're approaching Adams and Lasalle Street. Adams and Lasalle Street. You can hear the train also. Some of the buildings here. You cannot see the train, but you can hear it. Somewhere around here. It's probably on Wabash, further down. That's the Sears Tower over there, Willis Tower, the tallest building in Chicago. At some point it was the tallest building in the world. Right over there, the black one. Because it's cloudy, you cannot see the top. Alright, let's go. We're gonna go on Adams Street and go east on Adams Street. Actually, let's cross. This is Adams and LaSalle Street. And then we're gonna go that way. I'm gonna show you the Board of Trade again. There you go. Chicago Board of Trade. Beautiful, beautiful picture of a financial district. We got the green light. And then we're gonna walk on Adams Street. We're gonna walk east on Adams Street towards the lakefront. You see a lot of people on the street. I think they're just going to Union Station to catch the trains to go home. People getting off work, and the way the direction they're going is towards Union Station. This is Adams Street, and we're walking east on Adams Street. Got more banks and restaurants over here as well. There's a hotel here. It's called the Club Waters Hotel. And now we're approaching Clark Street, Clark and Adams. This is one of the post offices, the U.S. Post Office here, the main one downtown, real big. This is the Federal Plaza is actually on the other side. These are federal buildings, like the IRS, and other federal agencies. And then on the next block, you can see the federal courts and the Federal Plaza. I'll show you the plaza. There's another interesting, a second Picasso sculpture there as well. I already showed you one on Daily Plaza. This is the second one, even bigger than the other one over there. So this is Adams Street. And keep in mind that we're still in the middle of the pandemic. COVID is not officially over yet. But in Chicago and in the state of Illinois, people are not required to wear masks outdoors or indoors. It's optional. I'm wearing mine because I like wearing my mask, but as you can see in the video, I don't think anybody else is wearing it. Alright, this is Federal Plaza, and that's the second Picasso sculpture I was telling you. And this is the Kuczynski building there. That's what the passport office is, the IRS office is, other federal agencies. And this massive building right over here is the federal court. Any federal court cases hearing is in this building here. I'm using the right words. So we're in the corner of Adams and Dearborn, but we're going to stay on Adams. And then you can hear a siren. There is a fire emergency, I don't know where, but there's the ambulance right over there. Which is very normal for downtown Chicago to hear ambulances, police sirens, fire, nothing really out of the ordinary. It's completely normal. So this is Dearborn Street right here. And we're still on Adams Street. Show you a little bit of the traffic here. And then over here you see the Berkhoff restaurant. One of the oldest restaurants in Chicago. If not the oldest restaurant in Chicago. I believe it's a German restaurant. It's called the Berghoff. It was built probably in the 1800s. We'll see the actual date on the door there. And it's still running strong. Very well-known restaurant all over the world. If I'm not mistaken, it's a German restaurant. It's called the Berghoff. There it is. It's the marquee here. Beautiful, beautiful restaurant. Yeah, it was built in the 1800s. In Berkhoff restaurant since 1898. And if you come to Chicago, these are the hours. Make sure you come and visit this place. All right. Okay, now we're approaching State Street. State Street and Adams. I guess we're gonna go straight. Maybe we can go to Michigan Avenue and start going back to Streeterville. So this video is going to be at least an hour long. We did already film 45 minutes of footage. By the time we get home, I live and work in Streeterville, by the way. By the time I get home, this may be anywhere between 1 hour and 2 hours of video. But we're approaching the first hour and 10 more minutes. It's completely normal for me to film a video at least an hour long. Those are my average Chicago walking videos downtown. Every now and then I do smaller videos like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. They're still long, but for me they're not very long if they're 20 minutes or less. And I like to show you downtown Chicago in the rain, in the snow. It still looks beautiful. And I know I said this in another video, when it's cloudy and raining like this, maybe not raining, but when it's cloudy, for some reason this camera takes better. There's the train over there on top. Takes better picture because you don't have that sun glare facing the camera. There's a Venezuelan restaurant here, 29 East Adams. So now we're on Wabash Avenue where all the trains are coming. You can hear it. We got the green light. This is Wabash Avenue and Adams. That's Miller Pub right over there. Got the green light. Wabash Avenue. So we're still on Adams Street. And we're going to go to Adamson, Michigan, and I'm going to show you the Chicago Art Institute, all the way in the back. One of the best museums in the world. The Chicago Art Institute is right over there. Beautiful, beautiful structure. I went inside, but you cannot film with a video camera inside unless you got permission, and when I went there I didn't have permission, so I only took pictures. And I want to film inside, so maybe I'll send them an email and see if they can fucking get a permission to film the museum. I guess they'll not allow you to film it to protect the artwork. So if you want to see the artwork, you have to go in person. I'm guessing that's the reason. I don't know why. What else could it be? But even on the outside, it looks beautiful. That's the Chicago Art Institute on the corner of Adams and Michigan Avenue. So we're going to make a left and go north, Michigan Avenue. Michigan Avenue is always busy. Still raining. So Michigan Avenue going north. I believe the next street intersection is Monroe in Michigan. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. I know I am for sure. Even if I'm walking in the rain. Beautiful, beautiful day for me to walk and film a video. As long as you got an umbrella and a jacket, you're good to go. This is not very, very cold. It's cold, but not very cold and not very windy. Perfect for a video. I'll show you the skyline over there. So we're just waiting for the green light to cross. Monroe, Michigan, and then right over there it's Millennium Park. Alright, we got the green light. This is the Brown Park Garage, 25 North Michigan Avenue. It leads down to the garage. It's a souvenir shop.
Help me out, please. Help me out. God bless you. Help me out.
So we're on Michigan Avenue. That's Millennium Park across the street. A lot of people still on the street, considering it's raining. Alright, the next intersection is Madison and Michigan. So far we haven't seen any Cinco de Mayo celebrations. We haven't seen any street musicians performing. But the day is not over yet, so we may still run into both of them on the way back, but so far we haven't seen anything. But we still got a beautiful video. So this is Madison and Michigan. We got the green light. So what I like about Michigan Avenue is the sidewalks are really, really big and wide. Look at this sidewalk. Sometimes the sidewalk is bigger than the street. So even if it gets crowded, it still feels very spacious, because there's a lot of space to move. And you can see people, the restaurants have also tables to sit outside, and you still got a lot of room to maneuver and walk around. Very, very, very comfortable and user-friendly for pedestrians. These beautiful sidewalks on Michigan Avenue and on State Street as well. Those are the two parallel streets, the two most famous streets in Chicago, Michigan Avenue and State Street. And the skyline again. Now we're in the corner of Michigan and Washington. Just waiting for the red light. We should be crossing shortly. This is the Chicago Cultural Center. Just waiting for the light.
Yeah, I did.
And here we go, we got the green light, so crossing number 3 bus. Drive. This is Washington and Michigan Avenue. People taking the buses to go home. Right behind the number 3 bus is the 147 bus. A little bit crowded over here. People waiting for the buses. One thing that I noticed in Chicago, downtown Chicago, versus other major cities is when it's raining, because it's very windy usually in Chicago, when it's raining, and you can see in the picture now, not a lot of people are carrying umbrellas. Chicagoans, they like raincoats, and they don't like umbrellas. Because sometimes there's no use. You have an umbrella, and it's so windy, it just flips the umbrella inside out and it gets destroyed. That's why you don't see too many people walking in the rain with an umbrella. I mean, you do see people in umbrellas like you see now, but if you look around, the majority of the people are just wearing raincoats or hats. So they're not really carrying an umbrella. So this is something that I notice in Chicago when I do my Chicago rain videos. Just because it's windy, that's why people don't want to take a chance and throw away an umbrella. There's not too many umbrellas on the street. We're just waiting for the green light. We're in the corner of Randolph in Michigan. This is Randolph over here. This is the theater district. You can see a theater all the way in the back, the Netherlander Theater. And you can see the elevator platform there. You see a train going by. Perfect timing. So we're just waiting for the light to cross. Alright, we got the green light. So we walk in northern Michigan Avenue from Randolph. At some point we're going to cross the street and go on the other side. Before we reach the Michigan Avenue Bridge, because earlier, if you remember in the beginning, we were on the other side of the street coming this way. Now I want to take you on the other side of the street, going the opposite direction, going north. So you get to see the view and the sights from the other side of the street. Because Michigan Avenue is so beautiful, it's worth going on both directions. Number 26 bus, CTA bus, to 103rd South Shore Express, that's the name of the bus. Say hello to the Pope here. Pope Francesco, hello. Ciao Papa, hello. Papa Francesco. That's a religious Catholic bookstore there. Pope is guarding it on the front. And now we're approaching Lake Street. So this will be a good place to cross on the other side. First we go across the street and then go across the other side. We got the green light. And this is Lake Street. We're crossing the street on Lake Street in Michigan. Actually, this is Lake Street. There it is. So we're going to wait for the light so we can go on the other side of the street. I'll show you the high rises over here. So we're going to cross the street and make a left and go north from Lake Street to Michigan Avenue. Okay, we got the green light. All right, now we're on about 200. 205 to be exact, on north, maybe south Michigan Avenue, because we're walking north. Beautiful, beautiful Michigan Avenue, downtown Chicago. I guess the rainy weather kept all the people celebrating Cinco de Mayo, kept them at home or kept them in other parts of the city. I haven't seen any so far. But the day is still young, they may still come out after we finish the video. So this is South Water Drive. We've got about 8 seconds to cross. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're just walking north on Michigan Avenue, and we're approaching the Michigan Avenue Bridge. Next intersection will be Walker Drive of Michigan Avenue. And as soon as we cross, that will become the Michigan Avenue Bridge, the one you saw earlier, but from the other side. So I want to show you the view of the Chicago River and the skyline from the other side as well. So you get to see the entire picture. So this is North Michigan Avenue, 333 North Michigan Avenue, Chicago landmark. So what we saw earlier was the 200 block of Michigan Avenue was North Michigan Avenue, not south. So now we're walking north of Michigan Avenue. This is Funny Make Candy Store. They're a well-known brand of candy. It's open. Oh, we got the green light, so we're gonna cross. Alright, this is the Michigan Avenue Bridge. I'm going to show you the view of the river in just a second. I want to show you first the bridge. There you go. And it's a beautiful picture of the river and the river walk and the skyline. Look at that, all the way up in the clouds. Very cloudy, rainy day, but you still got a lot of people. And then over there you see that's the Apple store, all the way in the back. And if you could see the top, the ceiling, the roof of the Apple store is in the shape of an iPad. If you open one of those buildings, you can see even better, but you can also see it from here. See, that's like an iPad shaped design Apple store. Beautiful, beautiful structure. Look how big the building is. It's so big that it has trees inside. Look at that. now we're approaching 401 North Michigan Avenue. Remember I showed you a sculpture on the other side that we couldn't see the writing. There's another one on this side now. This one I think is better. You'll be able to see it much better. And this is also by the same artist, Fraser. There, look how beautiful this sculpture is. Outdoor sculpture. Yeah. And this is the writing, the discoverers. I'll let you read it. It's too long for me to read for you, but I'll let you read it. There's a sculpture again. Beautiful, beautiful design. Very great piece of art. And then this guy here is the founder of Chicago. I'm going to show you in just a second. He's from Haiti. This guy. His name is Jean-Baptiste Pointe-Zabo. 1745 to 1818. He's the founder of Chicago. He was African Caribbean, born in Haiti. In the 1700s, he opened his first trading post right here beside the Chicago River, and then they established the settlement and became Chicago. So he's the founder of Chicago, this guy, right here. All right, that's the Chicago River over there, and that's the Apple store I was telling you over there. You can see it from here. Look how big the store is, and look at the trees inside. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go north of Michigan Avenue. This is the Chicago Tribune Tower, neo-Gothic style, built in 1925. And this is the Wrigley Building that we can see now. We couldn't see it in the beginning. It's almost 5 p.m. on Thursday, May 5th, 2022. And I'm going to stop talking because you hear some sirens and ambulances coming. Look how beautiful this picture is. It's raining, but I love it. Look how beautiful the clouds are in between the buildings. Wow. And then despite all this rain and everything, he's got hundreds and hundreds of people walking and driving. So this is the museum ice cream I was telling you. I'm going to show you again the spot in a second, but this is more information here. Museum of Ice Cream. See? Coming up, I'm going to show you exactly where the Museum of Ice Cream is going to be. I showed it to you earlier, but it was from across the street. Now I'm going to show it to you real close. And once they open the museum, then we go inside and do a video and buy some ice cream. Everybody likes ice cream. I don't know anybody on the planet that doesn't like ice cream. I know I do. Our refrigerator is full of ice cream. I'm going to eat ice cream as soon as I get home. Just by mentioning it, the word ice cream, I get really hungry. So this is what's going to be right in here. This is going to be the the Museum of Ice Cream. It doesn't say that here, it says over on the other side, but as you can see, still under construction. But this is going to be the Museum of Ice Cream. It used to be a candy store before, so now it's going to be an ice cream museum. All right, we got the green light, so we're going to cross on East Illinois Street. This is East Illinois Street there. And then I'm going to show you now that I couldn't show you earlier, from the other side, the Michael Jordan Steakhouse that is on the ground floor of the Intercontinental Hotel. It's owned by Michael Jordan, the famous basketball player. It's this one right here, Michael Jordan Steakhouse. Dinner's so good, even Michael Jordan comes for the steak. So this is true. He comes here and eats as well. This is the menu that is going super fast. This is the wine menu. And just go to the dinner menu. They also sell t-shirts and souvenirs. So this is 505 North Michigan Avenue. So if you're in Chicago, don't miss this place. 505 North Michigan Avenue, the Michael Jordan Steakhouse. Here's the menu. Maybe you can freeze the picture, you can see it. Alright. The door is open, so let's see if we can see a little bit of the inside. There you go. And this is the Intercontinental Hotel here. The one with the flags. Beautiful, beautiful Chicago. And now we're getting in, we're approaching Streeterville. Actually, we are in Streeterville right now. This is the area where the neighborhood where I live and also I work. I've been in Chicago for 40 years, almost 40 years. But I've been in this neighborhood for 20 years. And I love it. Beautiful, beautiful area to live and work. The zip code is Illinois 60611. Beautiful neighborhood to live in downtown Chicago. You have hospitals here, you have restaurants, hotels, bars, cafes, department stores, you name it, it's here. So we're just walking north on Michigan Avenue. The next street will be Ohio Street. It's almost 5 p.m. on Thursday, May 5th, 2022. It's raining and we're doing a walking video. If you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe to the video. Just click subscribe underneath this video. And please try not to skip the ads before, during, and after the video. This is Ohio Street, and I want to show you while I'm waiting for the light, I want to show you this Sayanova right over there. It's an Armenian restaurant. The only Armenian restaurant in downtown Chicago. I'm sure there are more in Chicago and more in Illinois, but that's the only one that I know in downtown Chicago. So this is Ohio and Michigan. Under Armour. Highway is over there, so they just cross the street on Ohio and Michigan. And we're gonna keep walking north in Streeterville on Michigan Avenue. Beautiful, beautiful area. You can see very, very busy, very crowded, even if it's raining. Rain or shine, this street is always busy, 24/7. Any time of the day or night or day is always full of people and vehicles. And now because it's rush hour, that's why you see a lot of buses picking up people, taking them home. So this is Ontario and Michigan, Ontario and Michigan. Look how beautiful these flowers are. Look at that. Look at the colors. Yeah. I think these are called tulips, but I could be wrong. Look at that. Look how beautiful design this area is. Alright, we got the green light on Ontario Street. And we walking north of Michigan Avenue. Again, a lot of people going on both directions. And then right over there, I want to show you in the next block, the Starbucks Reserve Roastery. It's the largest. We'll get a little bit closer. I'm going to show it to you even closer. It's the largest Starbucks in the world. It's about 4 stories tall. And according to the Starbucks website, it's the official Starbucks website, that's the tallest, the biggest, not the tallest, the biggest, excuse me, biggest, largest, whatever you want to call it, Starbucks on the planet. It was built a few years ago. I went in and filmed a video. If you want to see it from the inside, just search my channel, just type Starbucks Reserve and you see. So we're in the corner of Erie and Michigan. And that's the Starbucks I was telling you, Starbucks Reserve Roastery. Let's get a better shot from here. There's a lot of buses at this moment. There it is, right over there. Alright, let's cross the street. Nobody coming because these buses are blocking the cars from coming, so it's a good thing for pedestrians. Never seen so many buses here, one behind another one. Look at that. Then you see the department stores here and on the other side. And this is the Nike store. Beautiful, beautiful shoe store, athletics. I'm sure everybody is aware, knows the Nike shoe store. Now we're approaching Huron Street. So we walking north on Michigan Avenue. This is Huron Street, and this is while we're waiting for the light, I'm going to show you Zara stuff. I'm going to show you the Allerton Hotel, one of my favorites. Look how beautiful this architecture is. This is the Allerton Hotel in Streeterville in downtown Chicago, right on Huron Street. And we're just waiting for the light. Okay, we got the green light, so we're crossing on Huron Street. Again, a lot of people going from both directions. Beautiful, beautiful day, rainy day, beautiful. The reason I say beautiful in my videos is because I just like the footage. I don't like the rain, but only when it's raining really hard and I don't have the right umbrella for it. And then that kind of rain I don't like, but this kind of rain I do like it. And I love the snowstorms. Oh my God, I must have filmed almost 300 videos every year. I mean throughout the years of the Chicago snowstorms. Just go to my channel and type Chicago snowstorm and you'll see them. I feel like a kid in the candy store when it's snowing in Chicago. So we got the green light on Superior Street. And we're going north on Michigan Avenue. So the next intersection is one of the busiest intersections in Streeterville, Michigan Avenue and Chicago Avenue. I hope you're enjoying this video. So this video is safe to say is going to be at least 1 hour and 30 minutes long, and definitely less than 2 hours. So anywhere between 1:30 and 2 hours. So we're on the corner of Chicago and Michigan Avenue. There's a Walgreens store, pharmacy here, and it's also a convenience store. It's open 24 hours a day. That's where I come here and buy stuff sometimes. So this is Michigan Avenue and Chicago Avenue. Look how many people are crossing the street over there. Wow, amazing. And these two buildings, one on the left, one on the right, are the two of the old Chicago buildings that survived the Great Chicago Fire of 1871. They call the Water Tower Place. And also there's a new Water Tower Place mall there. And then there's the John Hopkins Center right over there. And actually, let's go on Michigan. Let's go east on Chicago Avenue. Too crowded to go on the other side. Oh, look at the traffic. Wow, look at all the traffic. So I'm wondering if this is related to Cinco de Mayo, because they were supposed to have like caravans celebrating on Michigan Avenue, on Chicago, not on Chicago Avenue, on State Street and Lakeshore Drive. So maybe there's, let's see, maybe we can go on Lakeshore Drive and take a look. You never know. So we're in the Streeterville neighborhood now. We're in the medical district of Streeterville. All these people you see in the video are healthcare workers getting off work, going home. There's a beautiful, beautiful fire station over there. Look at that. From the 1800s. And then look right behind it, how tall the buildings are behind the fire station. Look at that. Look at this beautiful fire station. It's ambulance 11, fire engine 98. Those are the actual numbers of the fire station. And then this is the American Dental Association headquarters. This is where all the dentists are. Their headquarters in America. One of the very, very tall buildings in Chicago, probably 60 stories tall. And right next to it is the Lewis Children's Hospital of Chicago, one of the best children's hospitals in the world, located right here in Streeterville. So we're on Chicago Avenue going east towards the lakefront. Actually, let's cross the street and go the other way. I'm not going to go to the lakefront. We'll go this way. I got the green light. And this street here is Miles Banderoja Street. And this is Chicago Avenue. And over here you have Seneca Park. And then right across the street, the Museum of Contemporary Art. Very well-known museum all over the world. You can see people taking pictures. This is Miles Banderoja Street. And we're approaching Pearson Street. Pearson Street. So I'm gonna be ending this video pretty soon. We're just crossing Pearson Street first. This is might wonder how Pearson Street. This is Pearson Street right over there. Beautiful, beautiful residential area, full of high rises. Let's see if we can cross. Yeah, we can cross. This is Pearson Street. Dog friendly neighborhood. People walking their dogs in the rain or any kinds of weather because the dogs need to go outside and take a walk. This is Pearson Street. It's raining, but it looks beautiful. Look how beautiful these trees are. Look at that. I filmed many videos on this street, especially in the snow. Check out the snow videos for this street, they're amazing. Now let's go back on the sidewalk, a little bit safer. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Anywhere you are all over the world. If you like the video, just click like on the video. If you want to make a comment, just go ahead and write a comment, and also please let me know the country or the city you're watching this video from. Look at these beautiful flowers. Look at that. Beautiful trees as well. It's Lakeshore Park over there. Alright, we're gonna end the video right here on the corner of Pearson and DeWitt, like I usually do in this video at this corner. For some reason I like this corner. Thank you everybody for watching. This is Chris Cruzans. This has been a walking video in the rain on Cinco de Mayo, May 5th, 2022 in downtown Chicago. Don't forget to subscribe to the video if you're not already a subscriber. Just click subscribe underneath this video. And please try not to skip the ads before, during, and after the video. Thank you everyone.